good game, but Savic's goal was fantastic. Defensive error from Liverpool from the set piece. So congratulations to Atletico Madrid, and I never expected that, really.
Remember, you can send in your comments or your question through the SMS number. That's 21144. And then the sports analyst is gonna try and answer you. Let's be Kipto, you are saying that congratulations to Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Can you say that the game is over between Liverpool and Atletico Madrid?
This is Anfield. They normally say that, so it's not over. Like, you understand, when you're playing Liverpool at Anfield, they say you'll never walk alone. So I'm really looking forward to a good game in Anfield going forward. And also, I think the withdrawal of Sadio Mane and Mo Salah, it was a show that Jurgen Klopp had given up. And during his press conference, he said, I'm kindergarten Klopp. So it really meant that Diego Simeone was really experienced in the cup. So we are looking to an entertaining clash back at Anfield. So let's really look forward to a good game.
Most people are saying that after 262 days, Liverpool returning to Wanda Metropolitana, where they were crowned champions, taking on Tottenham Hotspur last year, there was a stage fright. First quarter of the first half, Liverpool, they didn't play with character, determination we are used to Liverpool. What can you say? What do you think Diego Simeone did right to get Liverpool, and then they scored the first goal in the first 10 minutes?
Wanda Metropolitano, Madrid, come on, it's a hard ground to play. It's an hostile ground. You could look at Diego Simeone. You could look at how he was playing. Whenever he could hear the stadium was not noisy enough, you could see him telling the fans, come on, cheer up, give it your best. You could look at Savic's goal. It was some kind of defensive error. But I think generally Atletico defended from minute 7. So like really, they never gave Liverpool chances. And playing at home, it wasn't really very, very easy for
Diego Costa.
Liverpool.
Bringing on Diego Costa in the 77th minute. Do you think that at Anfield, Diego Costa can score an away goal for Atletico Madrid now that Diego Costa is back? Yes, João Felix is injured, but Diego Costa is back, and then they have Alvaro Morata.
I think it's a tough game. When you look at Sadio Mane, you look at him like he was like, okay, I'm not fit for this first clash, but you know what? Let's meet at Anfield. So I'm really looking forward to a very, very fantastic game. And secondly, I think Liverpool is going to win, maybe a 2-1 or a 2-0. So you never rule out Liverpool. You can ask Barcelona, beating them 2-0 at Santiago Bernabeu. It was 3-0 in fact. And then coming back and overturning back 4-0. So this Anfield, they will always tell you that. So I'm really looking forward to a very, very tough game.
But last season, Napoli won against Liverpool at Anfield.
Yeah, I think Liverpool were sitting back. What they knew is we have already finished the job back at.
Let me go through the SMS number. That's 21144. We have Philip Ochola saying that. And yes, let's open this. Philip Ochola saying that mabingwa, mi naona ya kwamba timu ya Liverpool walipoteza mabao mengi, Anfield watashinda.
Yeah,
mtazamo wake.
Yeah, nakubaliana naye kwa sababu ukiangalia ule mchezo wa Liverpool, kusema kweli Atletico Madrid walicheza kama like a unit. Walicheza kwa pamoja.
Lakini unajua
if they did not have the ball, all of them
lisha kwamba walipoteza mingi.
Yeah.
Walishinda.
Naam.
Na Diego Simeone tumemzoea kwamba ni mtu wa kuzuia. Je, unaona kwamba kiingia katika uwanja wa Anfield anazuia ama angalau apate bao leo ugenini ambao nimekuuliza mchezaji Diego Costa na aweze kuiondoa timu ya Liverpool, ama bado kuna imani ya kwamba Liverpool watamuondoa Atletico Madrid?
Naam, anything can still happen. Yeah, if Costa will be in his best form, I can really assure you that it will be a tough game. It will be a matter of wait and see. So, I'm looking forward to a very fantastic football, but naweza kuambia siku zote mpira udunda Na when Atletico Madrid waweza kushinda, waweza kuwapiku wale Liverpool.
Let's talk about Dortmund winning 2-1 against Paris. You expected something that yesterday. You predicted that Dortmund will win 2-1. But did you expect that display from Paris Saint-Germain now that Neymar was back, Mbappe was back, and then they had the likes of Angel Di Maria?
Signal Iduna Park, come on, fantastic football. You could look at how those guys were playing, and Erling Haaland, congratulations to him. You know, he had gone like 3 games without scoring, but you could see at the poacher instinct, you could see at the striker instinct. So like, I'm seeing Dortmund proceeding to the quarterfinals. PSG, I'm used to them. You know, they play in a league that's not that serious. So like, you know, they dominate the league. But when it comes to Champions League, season in, season out, PSG have been eliminated in the round of 16.
Thomas Tuchel dropped Cavani and Icardi. Something that most people didn't expect was that Cavani or Icardi would be dropped at the same time. Did you expect something like that you will drop Cavani and Icardi?
No, I think it's high time they sack Tuchel. He has failed as a manager, in my own observation. Because for the last 2 seasons, he has been eliminated at round of 16. You know,
but
PSG, Paris Saint-Germain winning
the history of PSG.
winning the Serie A, you know, the French League One.
Yeah.
It's not news. The fans are used to it. It's just a common tradition. So I think it's high time they sack Tuchel. Yeah, it's time for him to go.
You are talking about Haaland. Haaland scoring 10 goals so far in Champions League.
World class. It's 12 goals, I think.
19 years. In Champions League,
yeah,
10.
12.
In Champions League, 10.
Yeah, 10 goals.
But 11 goals in 7 games for Dortmund.
Yeah. So I think it's world class. The player is out of this world. Striker instinct. One of the best striker in Europe right now, Erling Haaland.
As a Manchester United fan, do you regret that you missed Haaland to Dortmund?
No, I don't regret. Even Manchester United fans will tell you. Any football analyst out here will tell you. The existence of Mino Raiola, it's really spoiling football with Manchester United. And that's why Manchester United right now are avoiding. Even Pogba's case, I think by end of the season, Manchester United will decide to do away with Pogba so that they have good peace, you know. Raiola is this guy who calls himself super agent, having players like Romeo Lukaku, having players like Erling Haaland, having players like Paul Pogba. So it feels like he's the super agent. You cannot do anything with him.
Do you think that PSG can overturn themselves at France, at Paris?
No, it's done.
Is it done?
Yeah,
PSG is out?
PSG is out of the Champions League.
But they have a away goal.
It doesn't matter, like, you know, this is a Borussia Dortmund that if PSG scores 3 goals, Dortmund will score 2 goals. If PSG scores 2 goals, Dortmund will score 1 goal. And definitely, PSG will be out of the Champions League.
Let's move on to Tottenham taking on Leipzig from Germany tonight without Alken and Son. Yesterday, Mourinho confirmed that Son will be out for several weeks, actually. They are saying that the rest of the season, Son will be out. They don't have Kane. What can you expect from Leipzig taking on Tottenham Hotspur, or Tottenham taking on Leipzig at White Hart Lane?
Jose Mourinho factor, Tottenham win. This is a manager who has won 3 Champions League with different clubs. 1 at Porto, 1 at Inter Milan. So he's a manager who's experienced. Like, you know, he knows the know-how of this competition. So I heard Jose Mourinho during the midweek press conference. You could listen to him say that, you know, I've come here to win trophies. If I don't win trophies in the coming generation or in the next 2 years, I would have set a standard whereby Tottenham will be winning trophies. But I think we have got Dele Alli, Lucas Moura, Beguijin. You know, these players have got quality. Lo Celso is there. So I'm really looking forward to a Tottenham win. You know, they're playing at home. You know, they have got a manager who's very much experienced.
But currently, Tottenham Hotspur, they don't have a striker, a number 9 striker. I'll call him the number 9 striker. As a sports analyst, who do you think Jose Mourinho gonna depend on?
Today,
Lucas Moura?
Yeah, Lucas Moura.
As a centre forward.
Yeah, as a centre forward. He has done it before. He has eliminated Man City before, eliminated Ajax before. So I think this is a guy who is experienced at the Champions League. He has got the edge and he wants to prove everyone wrong. That really indeed we missed the Champions League final last season. But we are going to show the world that we are really top class. We now have a top world manager, a winner, a serial manager, a serial winner, that's Jose Mourinho. So I'm really looking forward to a fantastic football, a win for Tottenham, but maybe another win, 2-0, 1-0.
You know, let's have a world-class striker, Timo Werner. Do you think that he's gonna bring the challenge to the Tottenham Hotspur's defense?
No, I think the defense of Tottenham is back. You know, I watched Vertonghen coming over the weekend. You could look at the chemistry of Toby Alderweireld and
Sanchez
and Tanganga.
And Tanganga.
Tanganga.
Yeah.
Tanganga is good. You look at Sanchez. These are strong defenders, experience. So I think, and also the return of Hugo Lloris, the captain, is very instrumental. Yeah.
You're correct. Correct score prediction.
Yeah, 2-0 in favor of Tottenham. I think it's okay, or a 1-0 in favor of Tottenham.
I think let's get a goal. Tottenham defense is not such solid. Let's talk about Atalanta taking on Valencia in Italy.
Atlanta, very very tough opponent. At home, I think they will win. I think they even beat Real Madrid in the is it last season or this season?
Okay, they were in the same group with Manchester City, Dynamo Kiev, and Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yeah, you could look
Actually,
at Atlanta.
They lost first 3 games.
Yeah.
Against Shakhtar Donetsk, against Manchester City, but they won last game 4-0. Making them to qualify to group stage, to round 16, quarterfinals, round 16, before as they going to take on Valencia.
I think Atlanta is a good team. Now you could look how they play. You know, they are playing so nicely, and I really look forward to them winning this game tonight. It's a 2-1 in favor of Atlanta, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me go through the text again once again. You have somebody here, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve from Eldoret. I think Tottenham Hotspur will win tonight.
Yeah.
That's his prediction. And then we have Abigail saying that that text saying that Tottenham Hotspur X. That's a draw.
Yeah, that's a draw.
Prediction. And then Valencia wanna win in Italy. Valencia against Atalanta in Italy.
Yeah, I think.
But remember, Valencia was in the same group with Chelsea, Lille, and Ajax.
Yeah. So I think Valencia, they are playing well. They have got good players, the likes of Pareo, the likes
Gabriel
of
Paulista.
Paulista. So I'm really looking forward to an entertaining clash. But for me, I'll go with Atlanta 2-1.
Atlanta winning 2-1.
And Tottenham winning 2-0.
And Tottenham winning 2-0.
Yeah. I think home teams, in my own analysis, all the home teams today will be winning the game.
Okay. Let's move on to Serie A. Let's talk about the standings. Juventus with 57 points, Lazio with 56 points, and then Milan coming with 54 points. Atalanta 54 points. Who do you expect will go with this title, Serie A? Juventus retaining it?
Yeah, I think the Cristiano Ronaldo effect, it's massive. Like, you know, despite the fact that they drew over the weekend.
They won. Actually, they won 2-1 again.
They won
2-0 without Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah.
Without Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think the likes of Dybala, the likes of Higuain, the likes of Sandro. So I think Juventus is going to retain this cup. You know, Inter Milan have not been consistent in the last 2 games. So I'm really looking forward to Juventus winning, and then maybe Inter Milan coming second, Lazio and Atalanta completing the top 4.
Let's talk about this guy, Silo Immobile. Immobile 26 goals, and then Cristiano Ronaldo coming second with 20 goals, and then we have Romelu Lukaku 17 league goals. Do you think that the golden boot is gone to Silo Immobile? 26 goals against 20.
Silo Immobile, a fantastic striker.
Yeah.
Scored against Inter Milan last weekend, and you could see Immobile is, despite the fact that he scored from the spot kick, but he's a world class striker, playing in Germany before moving straight to Italy. You know, like, he's one of the top 5 strikers now in Europe: Ciro Immobile, Erling Haaland, Romelu Lukaku, and Cristiano Ronaldo. They're really top class this season.
Let's talk about Conte. What impact has Conte brought back to Italian league since he came back from after being sacked from Chelsea?
Yeah.
And then he assigned the likes of Lukaku, Ashley Young, Sanchez, and then we have Victor Moses. Do you think he can challenge for the title from the likes of Sarri from Milan?
Yeah,
from Juventus.
I think it's still early. Let's wait and see. I'm looking forward to a nice, fantastic football. I think Conte has improved and attract more players from the Premier League now, going to the Serie A. And the Conte effect is real. You know, Juventus is not dominating as such, and I'm really looking forward to a fantastic.
19 games ambition from Lazio's side.
Yeah.
Do you think that they have a chance now that they are 19
Lazio
games unbeaten?
Lazio, can they really hold up to the last time? Can they really?
But they won against Milan. They won against Juventus.
It doesn't matter. Like, you know, you can win. You can have the big boys mentality. I think that's Lazio. They have got the big boys mentality. When they are playing AC Milan, when they are playing Juventus, when they are playing Inter Milan, they really play top notch football. So I think Lazio will qualify for the Champions League. But winning the Serie A, it's really tough. I think my own prediction is I will really bet that Juventus will win the league, Inter coming second, Lazio coming third, and then Atalanta finishing.
But when you're talking about Lazio not winning the league, do you know that they won 3-1 against Juventus in Italian Cup?
Yeah, I'm very aware. They even beat.
Actually, it was
last weekend. They beat.
It was a Super Cup. Italian Super Cup.
Yeah,
they
won
against
Supercoppa Italia.
Yeah, they won against Milan. Juventus.
So I think in my own analysis, can they hold up? That's the question, and that's the question I throw back to you. Can Lazio hold up to the last day?
Because they have most experienced players. They have Immobile. Yeah. They have Savic, one of the fantastic midfielders, and then they have an experienced manager. If you say that, actually experienced manager, that's Simeone Inzaghi. He won the league against Juventus back in 1999.
Yeah, as a player. Yeah. So I think just to conclude on the Lazio stuff, they haven't played two derbies. I think one against Atlanta, and then another one against Sampdoria. So I think it's really tough, you know, beating those teams, and it's any derby, you know, and you know, Italy derbies, the Milan derbies, they're some of the toughest, you know. It's not compared to England, it's not really that tough.
Let's move on to Man City tonight taking on West Ham. This game was postponed 2 weeks ago. Man City against West Ham. Your prediction on that?
4-0 in favor of Manchester City. West Ham, I think West Ham should be relegated this season. They're playing very, very poor football. Moyes is he has lost. I think ever since coming,
he won once.
He has only won one
game,
and drawn one, and lost nearly 5. So I think Guardiola might sack David Moyes tonight.
Let's talk about the ban of Manchester City from UEFA Champions League. Do you think that mentality can affect Manchester City players tonight?
It's hot media think. It's hot air. You know, the ban is not yet officially confirmed. You know, Sheikh Mansour said he will hire top lawyers to represent Manchester City.
Yesterday, Neville was saying that Man City
will
win the...
is it Phil Neville or Gary Neville?
Gary Neville.
Gary Neville said that the ban can be overturned.
Yeah.
In my own text too, I think the ban can be overturned because
why?
You know it's the investigation is still ongoing. We don't rely on hearsay. You know, there's a fan that's now I think remanded. That's in Kenyan terms. I think is right now is behind bars awaiting trial for leaking the confidential message from Manchester City. So I think in a court of law, and as a professional, I will say that in a court of law, we don't rely really on hearsay. You know, we must have add evidence, add facts that will really will either indict Man City or vilify them. So let's look at how things will turn up to be.
Sikia mwelekezi wangu Richard Otange anasema kwamba ni vizuri Man City waweza kupiga marufuku kutoka ile mchano ya klabu bingwa bara Ulaya. Na saikolojia ya wachezaji wa Man City.
Yeah.
Unaona kwamba inaweza kitu ya kutilia shaka sababu
nadhani
ndio mechi ya kwanza wanacheza tangu kupata taarifa ya kwamba wanapigwa marufuku.
Pep Guardiola aliweza kusisitiza kwamba hata gura Manchester City licha ya kwamba wataweza kupigwa marufuku. Inakuambia
I'll show you. Tumeona watu wengi wakisema kama sitatoka. Tumeona Eriksen akisema sitatoka Tottenham. Sasa yako timu ya Inter Milan. Tumemuona mchezaji Cristiano Ronaldo 2009 akisema kwamba sitoki Manchester United. Alienda zake Madrid.
Mara I think let's borrow notes from Juventus. Antonio Conte was relegated, you know, like with Juventus. You know, they were slapped a ban, relegated to the Serie B. What did they do? Conte did not move, and with the stature of the manager, like right now with the stature of Pep Guardiola, I can promise you today, or I can assure all our fans out there, even if Guardiola is relegated to Championship today, he will still attract top players to Manchester City. Take that to the bank. Yeah.
Let's talk about a transfer update.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Dortmund, before the game of PSG, they activated the 25 million euros clause for Emre Can.
Yeah, I think
it's a permanent deal from Juventus to Dortmund.
Yeah, I think Emre Can has really revived his career. I think he came to Liverpool, things did not really work out. He went to Juventus, and you know, top midfielders there. You have Matuidi. You have the Italian Verratti, Marco. Oh no, Marco Verratti is in PSG.
Yeah.
You got really world class midfielders.
So I think
Emre Can, Ramsey, Rabiot,
Dybala.
So I think Ramsey and Emre Can's chance or move to Dortmund, it was really timely and really the best for his career moving forward.
You are saying that as a Manchester United fan, you want Pogba to leave Manchester United?
Yeah, I think to all Manchester United faithfuls or to all Manchester United fans, I think it's really fine. It's really good for the club to let Paul Pogba go, because you know, this is an influential guy in the dressing room. You know, he will change the mentality of the players. He will make the players not respect the club. And I always say, there's no bigger player than the club. Despite the fact that Paul Pogba have got a good working chemistry with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And Solskjaer, ever since he took over the managerial job, he said he wanted to build his team around Paul Pogba. So I think it's high time. If Paul Pogba does not really want to play for Manchester United.
If Manchester United can sell Paul Pogba, who do you think that they can replace him with?
I think there are two players. There are 2-3 players.
Are you talking about Maddison?
I'm not even talking about Maddison. I'm talking of Grealish. There's another player. You can even talk of Savic, the Lazio guy. You know, Manchester have got a wide options right now. Bruno Fernandes coming back. I think McTominay coming back from injury. Matic been there as experience. If you can get a world-class winger, right winger, for example, even the Dortmund guy, I think the transfer is around Jadon Sancho around 75 million pounds to 100 million pounds. So I think it's really top class that Manchester United let Pogba go if he wants to go.
Last week, Chelsea confirmed signing CH from Ajax. Do you think it was a good move for Chelsea? 34 million pounds for CH. Yeah,
the Moroccan Ryan Giggs, they call him that. I think ZH is really is one of the most talented left-footed players in the golden era after Arjen Robben, after Ryan Giggs of this world, the Arjen Robbens of this world. I think ZH is the best left-footed player in the whole league of Eredivisie. That's Netherlands. Yeah, he's one natural left-footed player. I heard him during his documentary saying, you know, he used to play big players growing up in the streets of Morocco. that's Rabat, and that could tell you a lot. He's a player who has grown up tremendously. Went to I think FC20. He went to FC20 in Netherlands before now joining Ajax Amsterdam. So I think he's a great, fantastic player.
A perfect replacement for Hazard?
Not really, like, he has come. I think we should not brand him or tag him as sports analyst as such, but give him time. He's a young player, 25 years old.
They have a Christian Pulisic, Odson Odoi, Tammy Abraham. Now they have CH. How do you rate Chelsea for the next 2 or 3 years?
Frank Lampard, great transformation. The youngest team in the English Premier League right now is Chelsea. So I think going forward next season, don't be surprised if Chelsea will be league contenders. I won't be surprised.
Let's talk about let's move on and talk about the Tottenham injuries woes. Let's begin from Al Kane. Al Kane is injured, he's out, and then they have a song confirmed yesterday that they're gonna miss the rest of the season. Big blow to Jose Mourinho?
It's not really a big blow, despite the fact that these are really instrumental players. A player who will win you the game, they will win you the league. But I think it's for Jose Mourinho. I think for Song Min-young, he is to undergo a surgery. And in his left, I think the left hand, the left shoulder. He picked that injury over the weekend
against Aston Villa.
So I'm really looking forward to Jose Mourinho performing and other players stepping up for the injured players.
Let's talk about Victor Mugubi Wanyama, the Harambee Stars captain. What's going on?
I think it's managerial issues, definitely. Like Victor Mugubi Wanyama had issues with Mauricio Pochettino. You remember? Even it reached a time that they told Victor Wanyama, Tottenham is not a charitable club. So I think it's high time for Victor Wanyama
to move on.
To move on, take a pay cut, move to Southampton, or move to Celtic, or move to any. He's a player whom any manager would wish to have him in the team. So I think it's high time for him to save his career, to save his playing time, and I think also to the Kenyan manager. My message to Kimanzi: if Victor Mugubi Wanyama is not going to play, then he should not be included in the squad going forward.
When we were talking about Victor Mugubi Wanyama from East Africa in the English Premier League, you must talk about Bwana Samata. Far, the display as a sports analyst. What can you say about that?
Bwana Samata, fantastic player. Watch him over the weekend against Tottenham. Even forced
a known goal against Tottenham Hotspur,
against one of the most experienced defender,
Toby
Alderweireld. So I think he's a top striker. He's a top player. You could look holding the ball up front, holding the ball, shielding the ball against 2-3 defenders. I really expect much from him. He scored a goal. I think he has scored in his debut. He scored a goal. So I think it is a big plus for East Africa. It's a big plus for the Tanzanian football. And congratulations to Bwana Samata, Tanzanian League as a general. And now is encouraging more fan base from Tanzania to support Aston Villa.
As we wind up, let's talk about Barcelona. Given they have been given 15 days to sign a replacement for Dembele.
I think it's in regard to FIFA fair play. Like whenever I think I should explain this to our viewers. Whenever a player gets injured after the closure of the transfer and is a long-term injury, all clubs
confirmed long-term injury.
The clubs are allowed to sign a replacement within that league or a free agent. That way, they can be able to make sure that the players are really doing fine. So I think that's something that our viewers maybe didn't know, that even if the transfer is closed and a player experiences a long-term injury, any club is allowed to do a signing in regard to that.
Who do you think Barcelona can sign to replace Dembele? No, that is Suarez is injured. Dembele is injured, and then continues on loan.
I think it's up to Barcelona. They can recall Coutinho so that he come back and fit that. But I don't know if the loan agreement will really allow that. But it's a matter of
they have two options. One, to sign a free agent,
or two
to sign a striker within Spain. 3, to recall any striker within Spain.
Yeah. So I think it's up to Barcelona to decide. But if I was Barcelona, I could even go to Atletico Bilbao and take Inaki Williams for the rest of the season.
Actually, most people are thinking about that.
Yeah, Inaki Williams is if Barcelona wants to win the league, go for Inaki Williams.
But it was a surprise move from Barcelona during the January transfer. They were asking about Richardson from Everton. 85 million pounds from for Richardson from Everton. Do you think that Lionel Messi, now that they are 1 point shy of Real Madrid, they can retain the La Liga title? Now that Dembele is injured, Suarez is injured, they are in a confused mood now that they sacked the manager 2 weeks ago.
La Liga will go haywire. It will go to the last day.
Minute.
Yeah, the last day, like, you know.
All the Sun League
so, right now, anything can happen. I cannot say that Real Madrid will win the league or Barcelona will win the league. But it's just a matter of let's sit back, relax, and enjoy, and see what will really happen.
Thank you so much, Kipro, for making time for us.
But we thank God, you know. We thank our viewers for making time to us, you know. It's to the producer, to the cameraman behind there, you know. Like there's a lot, you know. There are a lot of people really make sacrifices for us to air this. And to our viewers, fantastic football of Champions League this week, and let's meet again. Thank you very much, Kevin.
Yes. Let me go through one text. I'm being told by my director Richard that there's a text here. Okay, is it from Duke saying that Victor Wanyama aweze kuondoka Tottenham. Naona kwamba wanasumbuana na Mourinho. Na leo Mourinho atashinda. Maoni yake na ni mtazamo wake huyo Duke hajasema na ametuma kutoka wapi, lakini anasema kwamba Victor Mubi atoke Tottenham wanasumbuana na Mourinho. Lakini ni kitu ambacho umesema kwamba hata wakati wa Pochettino walikuwa wameanza kusumbuana. Na anasema kwamba yeye anaona kwamba timu ya Tottenham Hotspur itapata ushindi. Naam, mtazamaji, kwa mtazamo huo wa Duke ambaye anasema kwamba timu ya Tottenham Hotspur huenda ikapata ushindi, Tottenham leo hii wanacheza na timu ya Leipzig, huku timu ya Valencia wakiwa Italia wakienda kucheza na timu ya Atalanta. Tumekuwa tukiangazia hayo. Jana Liverpool wamepoteza mikononi mwa timu ya Atletico Madrid, huku Dortmund kiweza kushinda mabao 2-1 wakishinda timu ya PSG licha kwamba mchezaji Neymar aliweza kufunga. Matokeo ya Tottenham na timu ya wakicheza na timu ya Leipzig na Valencia wakicheza na timu ya Atalanta. Man City atacheza katika ligi kuu ya Uingereza. Matokeo yote wakicheza na timu ya West Ham. Matokeo utapata papa hapo kesho kuanzia mwendo wa saa 1:30 hadi saa 2. Nimekuwa wako Kevin Nyariki, kuwa na siku njema.